Hello and welcome to FormulaProc. Today I will bring you all the action of the third race of season 2022. We are now in Monaco, home of the most prestigious race of the season. The first two races of the seasons have already given us a lot of surprises, and we are now in a circuit that heavily punishes any mistake. Careful drivers might have a chance to rise in the tournament here. There are 19 turns in this circuit. Most of them are very tight and require a lot of skill to prevent hitting the barriers and ending any promising race. And that is precisely what happened yesterday in the qualifiers. Kisielewicz was doing a beautiful, perfect flying lap, but he slipped and hit the walls at just the final corner of the circuit. Talk about bad luck for him. But that allows Simernino to claim the very first pole position for Mahejux on the season, very much well deserved. Hewitt and Mendoza followed super close, just about 1 second slower, and then she was the best Hatena, a little slower than them. Mendoza was also doing an amazing lap, but she oversteered near the pool and will have to start from the 7th position. At least she managed not to crash, unlike Biskup, who could not save his run and crashed in the chicane after exiting the tunnel. Mendoza's mishap allowed the slasher racer to fill positions 5 and 6 on the grid. And for the last victim of the circuit, we have Geckinho, whose flying lap was ruined just as he was starting, while climbing the beauty bash, so he will start in the 8th position. And we are racing now in Monaco. Simernino starts strong, protecting his position as Kisielewicz attacks Geckinho for the 8th position, or well, he was trying to do that, but he just slipped and he's back on the 10th position. That was not a very good move by Kisielewicz. Then he's now attacking Mendoza for the 3rd position in the very close mirror view corner complex. Gaburi just had a bad time there. She was doing a good race, but she's now back into the last positions. And Kisielewicz again failing. He's not having a good race, at least not a very good first lap, which is weird because he was really flying in this circuit. We have Mendoza from the Mahejux also trying to recover from the bad luck on her qualifying run, and now climbing position and surpassing Densi for the 4th position. So far, she's doing a great race, and hopefully she can get some good positions on the podium. Kisielewicz again trying to recover, and now in 9th position, going over Gaburi. Will he able to climb back to the top of the grid? We don't know yet. Mendoza is attacking Mendoza for the 3rd position. She really wants to win this race. They are just out of the tunnel now and into the chicane, and still fighting for that 3rd spot. Simernino meanwhile is leading the race, but being followed very closely by Hewitt. It's lap number 3 and we are entering lap number 3. Mendoza and Mendoza continue fighting for the 3rd spot. Wickman has crashed again. Not very good news for Wickman. Geckinho is also having in the same corner that he had the problems on the qualifying. He just had a slight accident, and Mendoza finally surpasses Mendoza. And after, I don't know, maybe a couple laps fighting together. Mendoza is not giving up, however, and he strikes at... Mendoza is not giving up, and he strikes at Mendoza. And they are again fighting. Geckinho again with a small accident. He's very, very away from Gaburi. A very bad race for the Hatena driver. Mendoza and Mendoza continue fighting for that 3rd spot. Probably the most hotly contested spot on this race. And there's still no winner. They continue fighting. Will it be in this chicane where Mendoza gains the advantage? That's not it. They continue through the pool in the waterfront of Monaco. Biskup again not having good luck in this circuit. And Simernino continues leading the race, a perfect race so far for Simernino. He's being followed by Hewitt, but she hasn't been able to crack him. Just now, she is attacking Simernino in the mirror view corners. But yeah, she did not manage to break him. Simernino continues leading strong. Mendoza and Bedoya continue fighting for that third position. But now Mendoza is striking at Hewitt. She doesn't want to, she's not happy with the third one. She wants the second one and probably the victory as well. However, yeah, she's just not quick enough in her car. And yeah, she has just been defeated by Hewitt in the Queenscape. But again, she's striking. She's not giving up. She wants to join Simernino at the top of the race, and she managed to. They are now 1-2, the Mahijux team. And Biskup crashes again. What a terrible weekend for Biskup. Oh no, this is bad news for Mahijux. Terrible news. She was doing such a great race, but Mendoza is now out of the race. What a shame. What a shame. And now Kisielewicz, he's come all the way from the back and is now in second position. That was a great race for Kisielewicz, and he's now fighting Hewitt for the second position. I did not even realize when this happened. That everything happened very quickly. But Kisielewicz always gives us all these surprises, and he's now chasing Simernino. He just managed to surpass Hewitt and is now chasing the leader of the race, who should now be feeling the pressure of that red demon chasing him. There he is. We are entering the final lap, just crossing the final corner here, and Kisielewicz is almost winning that position from Simernino. Oh, but he just was a bit too careless, and Simernino's back at leading the race. Kisielewicz did not manage to keep the concentration and slipped on that first corner, but he's not giving up. He's attacking Hewitt again in the tunnel. Simernino should be feeling the pressure of Kisielewicz chasing back at him. Also, he's still fighting with Hewitt for the second position, and he just got it. He just got Hewitt. Will he be able to steal the leading position and the victory from Simernino, which we'll see soon? And Simernino wins the race, followed very closely by Kisielewicz, but still he did not manage to get that position. So it's a victory for Simernino, the first victory for Mahijux on 2022. This is awesome news, and let's see now how this changes the table of drivers and the team's championship. Hewitt remains as the leader of the drivers' tournament based on her consistent results, but with this victory, Simernino has climbed 3 positions and has equaled her score. Kisielewicz, however, is just a single point away from both drivers now, so the next race is surely going to be exciting as this virtual tie-in is broken. Geckinho's terrible race cost him 3 positions, and he is now behind Bedoya, the other Epona driver. Dence's single point meant winning a position in the ranking based on his overall performance. And the Slashware racers still don't manage to make a splash. Simernino's victory was also great news for Mahijux as a team, as they are now in 3rd position and with a decent advantage from Hatena. Epona remains as a strong leader with their 2 drivers scoring consistently, even if they haven't managed to snatch a victory yet. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I will see you in a couple of weeks for the Azerbaijan FormulaProc Grand Prix.